Yeah, that's a fucking annoying. So I did my oil service at 600 miles, and at like 624, like the manual says, the service light comes on. So, fuck me for doing it early, right?
Agents of the Resistance. We must rise. We must resist.
So I was told by the dealership to take it in for its 600 mile service at 600 miles. I was like, okay, cool. So I planned it out perfectly. I planned it out like to the mile, almost. I planned it out like I got there at 601 miles on my odometer. I set up the appointment for about a week after I had it. No wave. I set up the appointment for about a week after I had it to do the 600 mile service. And took it in. I mean, it wasn't like too expensive. It wasn't fucking cheap. I mean, I'm complaining, but I bought a Ducati, so I mean, it's I still don't like spending ridiculous amounts of money on shit. It doesn't really make sense, but it makes sense to me. I bought the bike. The maintenance shouldn't be that fucking bad, in most cases. So I mean, it wasn't too bad. It was definitely more than I was expecting, but regardless, not too bad. So I took it in for its 600 mile service. Got it checked out. Everything came back perfectly. I treated her well. I babied the shit out of her, and they told me when I was leaving that at maybe about at 620 something miles, my oil light was gonna come on. The oil service light, like, because it comes on in 1,000 kilometers. And I was like, well, why did I come in for a 600 mile service at 600 miles when you should have told me to come in at a 624 mile service? It's little things that it's just like they don't tell you when you buy this fucking bike that's going to be annoying. And that's one of them. When I start the bike and I got this little oil service light that's on. So I have to take it back to a certified Ducati dealer to get this light taken off. It's definitely a fucking annoying. So that's, I guess, I wouldn't even call it a problem. I mean, that's just the first hiccup in owning a Ducati. Just little things like that. I mean, it's not as bad as like some of the older Ducatis that you'd hear horror stories about. They're doing fantastic now. I mean, hell, they even have like roadside service phone numbers for these guys. So I mean, it's you get what you pay for, but you would think that, fuck, when you flash the ECM at 600 miles, it's not going to send you a warning light at 624 miles saying get fucked. Just little shit. That's my rant.